Alright, the level 45 Bard quest is doing it the Bard way. Like doing it the hard way, but with bards. Given to us by Jehantel in the normal spot to the southwest of Quarry Mill in South Shroud. Here we go. Cutscene. Welcome back, Mercy. By your tranquil countenance, it is plain that both your body and soul are in readiness for the next stage of your journey. Very well, the time is ripe that I teach you the Ballad of the Vainglorious Fool. The song tells the tale of an archer of the gods' quiver whose peerless skill was surpassed only by his hubris. Alas, that hubris led to the annihilation of his entire regiment at the battle which has come to be called the Massacre of Griffin Crossing. The cutscene fades black. He's playing his harp now. Standing guard in dead of night, an archer wearying of the sight, drunk on pride and starved of glory, forsook his post to claim victory. 10 score yalms had the archer crept, when shrieks rang out whence his comrades slept, for he was not there to see the knives, nor to ring the bell and save friends' lives. And the screen goes black again. He's still playing the harp, but no song, no sing-song this time. Tell me, Mercy, what lessons can be learned from this tale? Ah, behold that thought. What your tongue claims to understand interests me not. As before, I'd sooner have you demonstrate the fruits of your learning with bow in hand. This time, however, you shall have the pleasure of my company. I would have you escort me to the Gelmora ruins, in the North Shroud. It is there that some few fallen from the massacre of Griffin Crossing have been laid to rest. Pray honor this place of remembrance with a bouquet of lilies. Heed me, O puissant Elthic. Cast thee back the reins to the firmament, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. I wonder if when they were making that little jingle, dun 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 dun, if they knew just how close it was. I believe it's G.I. Joe. The more you know. I don't know. I don't know if they knew. It's very close. It's obviously not exactly the same, I think. It doesn't feel exactly the same, but it's very close. There's a destination marker on it's got a little event glow to it, I believe. So probably 49 capped. There's the ruin here of what looks like maybe it's a circular platform, but with like a big hole in the middle, and there are steps leading up from a lot of different quote-unquote sides of this circle, like a lot of different angles from zero. But we'll see with this destination. It's like half buried. We place the Nemia Lily, or Nymea, I don't remember what it said. Level 49 capped event. Here we go. We have a nice blue sky, no clouds, trees of leaves that are green, orange, yellow, red. He's behind me as I place the lilies. Eyes closed to the sky, but he senses something. Ixali! The enemy van! He gets a flashback of a Makot in like really nice armor as he's pointing his bow at the Ixali. No, I cannot. And he sees a flashback of his fallen comrades beside him. He starts to kind of have a PTSD moment. Why do I still draw breath? I turn to him. The Ixali is like leading a charge of 2 wolves that are with him. He's a sword and board Ixali. But he once again aims at the Ixali with his bow, but isn't really moving, and kind of withdraws his knock. Like he had pulled back on the string and then he let it go. Like, not let the arrow go, but just like release the tension. that the sin of the past would beget another. Forgive me, Mercy. It's okay. I got this. Probably. My gear is pretty good. I've been doing pretty well at getting the gear from dungeons. That's nice. The 2 wolves are down. We got some more. We got some swift beaks coming in, it looks like. I saw their little things pop up here. One is an spellcaster, fog caller, whatever that means. I can hit all of them with my knock arrow, or whatever it's called, quick knock. Caster's down. The spear Ixali is about to be down. One more AoE. I just didn't feel like using any of my cooldowns, like big cooldowns. And the main Ixali, the first one, the primary, is down as well too now. That's redundant. We're looking at the fallen Ixali on the ground. Where else would he fall, I suppose, is also redundant. And I walk away from him. The screen goes black. We're in, I don't know, some kind of field where our bard teacher has laid Jehantel, I forgot his name, has laid his bow on the ground. As you have doubtless noticed, I am no longer capable of wielding a bow. I whom they call the god's bow. I had hoped that the years would take the edge off the memories, but I hoped in vain. Absolution does not come so easily. Heed me well, Mercy, for I shall reveal all to you. The man sung of in the Ballad of the Vainglorious Fool, whose hubris doomed an entire regiment, he and I are one and the same. Being no stranger to the bow, you will know that the archer's role in battle is that of support. His charge is to thin out the enemy line, that his comrades might gain ground in the field of battle. By that most basic of criteria, I was unfit to hold a bow from the first. I'm not doing his voice justice for who he is, who he looks like. He's having these flashbacks of comrades running, falling, lancers and archers, the Makote that we saw earlier. It's a black screen, but we have all these fallen comrades. And they're all standing, and they're pointing at him, looking at him, blaming him. And we're back to present. He kneels in front of his bow. In my pride and lust for glory, I sent countless souls to a bloody grave. Good men and women all, with loved ones and bright futures awaiting them. I lost the will to live that day, becoming an empty husk of a man, tormented in sleep and wakefulness both by the memories of my crime. But the gods were not without mercy. They gifted me with song, that I might find a measure of solace in my wretched existence. Screen goes black again, and we are walking back toward town, maybe, or back toward South Shroud, I don't know yet, but we're walking. Looks like I've noticed something. Oh, my soul crystal is glowing. A new melody resounds within you, I see. Though this outing was rather far departed from what I had in mind, that it still bore fruit gives me comfort. On that note, let us conclude the lesson. I dare say I have no cause to worry that you will repeat the self-same mistake as the Vainglorious Fool. Mercy, I would be alone for a while. Take yourself back to camp. I shall make my own way there presently. And he walks away from me. I let him go. Cutscene goes black. And we'll teleport. Your empathy unlocks ancient echoes of blah blah blah. I don't know. Turn my world to black. Back to Quarry Mill we go. to the west-southwest. We fly. Ooh, big tree butt. That's what I get for menu hopping. And back to Jehantel for the turn-in. I'm glad to see you safely returned. Though I rasp my voice hoarse through the saying of it, I cannot tell you enough times how much I regret dragging you into such danger. And yet, there is more I would ask of you. If you would do me the kindness of lending your ear, then pray speak now. 11,880 experience points. We learn Reign of Death with a charge time. Okay, so it's Bloodletter AoE. It's 100 potency. It will be good on 2 targets, just as potency is, Bloodletter is good on 1 or 2 targets, but it'll be way better on 3. I think Bloodletter is 200. Wait, no, I'm thinking of something else. Bloodletter is 130, so Reign of Death is better on 2, just like Wide Volley is better on 2 than Straight Shot is the 200 I was thinking of. But anyway, we're gonna keep going. I forgot that a lot of these quests might be doubles, so let's get the title of this one. So I moved my mic so I could type a little faster. So, Pieces of the Past. Okay. Excuse the weird mic movement sounds. This next quest, still level 45, is Pieces of the Past. Here we go. You will listen to my request, though you know me for the vainglorious fool I am. I am humbled. The boon I ask of you is simple. I would have you sing for me. Sure. The cutscene. A heartfelt performance, masterfully delivered. You have come far in such a short time, my young apprentice. Hearing your song this day, I'm convinced that you are well on your way to surpassing me, as bard and archer both. Soon there will be naught left for me to impart to you. Mercy, you have proven yourself worthy of the consecrated garments worn by the true bards of old to honor the keeper. I speak of the choral attire. The attire was entrusted to me when Pook no Pokey and I first met, deep within the Twelves Wood. The Moogle and I had traded scarce more than a handful of words when he preferred to me the attire along with the soul of the bard. At that time I knew not the true power of song, and so declined the gifts, but Pook no Pokey would not be denied. For all his good humor, the Moogle can be as unmoving as a rock. The attire chooses the wearer, not the other way around, he insisted, and I found myself yielding to his will. In mastering the verses of war, I won acclaim beyond my wildest dreams upon the field of battle, and for a time I was well pleased. Alas, my lust for glory knew no bounds, the consequence of which you are already aware. It was in the wake of the massacre of Griffin Crossing, stricken with guilt. I wanted not more than the earth to open up to swallow me whole. I had lost the will to live, but I was too craven to end it myself. And so I took to wandering aimlessly in search of a place to die, far away from the judging eyes of men. Disillusioned with the power of song, I committed an act of folly. I scattered the choral attire across the realm. If truly the attire chooses its wearer, I challenge, then let it find its way back to me. Determined that I would not be proven wrong, I went to great pains to ensure that the attire would never again see the light of day, and the pieces now rest in places of peril. Being the proud fool that I was, it never crossed my mind that mayhap another was meant to don it. I would entrust the choral attire to you, Mercy, but as you can see, you must needs brave the dangers to claim it. I shall mark its whereabouts on your map, but I can afford you no further aid beyond that. I am deeply sorry that my folly of years past has entailed this burden upon you, but Althic works in mysterious ways. In his wisdom, it may be that he has sent this trial to test your spirit. I mean not for my sentiments to encumber you, but I am convinced that you are the one chosen by the choral attire. But pray do not take that as license for complacency. Trials wouldn't be called such if they failed to tax one's ability. Stay ever on your toes, Mercy. I would have you return whole of body and bearing the 4 parts of my surrendered raiment. I give him a nod. The cutscene pans to him singing, Heed me, O puissant Althic, reverse thee the seasons turning, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Okay, we have Lenosha area here, Thanolin area, here as well, but a different part of the game. So we're gonna fly east, southeast to Earth's Gift, URTH, where we will find One Piece. Not the One Piece, if you know what I mean. Know what I mean? Okay. Ooh. Cool, we got some hunting log to do. Do we need more? Apparently. These are bats, if that wasn't, you know, if I am continuing to try to describe what I'm seeing visually, you know. Okay, that was 4. I don't have the menu, chat box open to see if I need, how many I need. I could probably rotate, like if I'm just doing solo content, I could rotate these cooldowns, like every 30 seconds I can hit a different cooldown. I need 5. Oops. Yeah, I had a feeling the hog would leave me alone. 5 is the highest I've ever seen for a hunt log to say you need this amount of this mob. And that holds true. Okay, cool. So far. We have a frayed sack. Kind of like this. It's a huge drop in defense and magic defense for the hands. But I do gain 2 dex, 7 crit, and I change out, I get 10 direct hit rate in exchange for 10 skill speed. Alright, we'll test it out for now. The gear that I have between Warrior and Bard is not very much shared anymore, but there are pieces here and there that do get shared because they're better for both of those jobs than I'll get specific tank gear. You won't get specific DPS gear. It's all like Disciple of War at this level at least. I think later on they are more differentiated. I could probably go into my armory and find. Well, this is all. I had to find a P. Yeah, oh, that's tank only. But okay, see, like this isn't a Disciple of Magic. It is a ranged caster DPS gear. Like, you know, red mage, blue, black, or black mage. You know, Pictomancer. To the very northeast point in East Shroud. You're level 47. We have another piece. I'm not liking the huge drop in defense and magic defense. 30 points lower. We got the hat now. Another 30 points drop. Dang, it's so bad. But Dex 8, crit 14, direct hit rate. Yeah, it's that much better. It's a chapeau with a feather. Covers my eyes though, so I'm gonna want to get that transmog. Let's do that right now because I'm sorry, glamored in this game. Sorry. The other two pieces are in like the old Thanalan region and the Lenosha region, so now's a good time. I'm gonna take the airship right after this anyway. It's a cool looking hat, but I like to be able to see my facial expressions for cutscenes. It's gonna be replaced in 4 levels anyway, but for now, I need to go to Bard Archer hat. I can do the ribbon. I like the ribbon. Is this gonna look cool? For no, definitely not. Indiana Jones hat. I don't like goggles very much. When goggles were the only thing I had, I mean, I did what I did, yeah, but the hunting hat, if it were a darker blue, I'd like it. You know? Do I like that or like the ribbon? Ah, the ribbon's kind of cooler. I got the ribbon recently. I don't remember how, where. Okay. What am I supposed to do when the best part of me is always you? And what am I supposed to say? I think the first one, the top one, was Limsa. So it should be this. Yeah, Raban. That makes sense. So North Thanalan. I heard the pitter patter of my dog's paws, but no doggo. Be on the lookout for anything that is part of my hunting log. I imagine if I had walked rather than flown, I might have seen hunting log targets. I'm not, yeah, in the East Shroud, but who knows? Frayed sack. Once again, 30 less defense. That is right crazy, but it's better. I don't like those feet very much. Whatever, it's fine. And then, wait, what's it cost just to go over here? Let's see if no. I'm not gonna do that. Do. Yeah, I could be using Aetheryte tickets, but I might do the 3 masked carnival things today. It is the day before the reset, the weekly reset. And you get Tomestones of Poetics alongside the currency needed to purchase more tickets, these allied seals. We're gonna go to the Fisherman Guild, take the butt over to, not Aleport, what's it called? I think actually it is Aleport, isn't it? Yeah. In Western Lenosha. And then we're gonna stick close-ish to the ground. Although it's not too deep into the area where, oh, I remember doing these fates. There are 4 fates I think that spawn in this area, and they are all I did. I don't remember why. Oh, well, I think I was on DPS characters and I did the fates while waiting for a DPS dungeon queue. They're not bad fates. They're kind of fun. They were really easy, especially with the. Actually, I don't even think that my Chocobo was all that leveled or anything. This should be the legs, I believe. Yeah. Once again, oh, an even larger loss in defense and magic defense, but the dex gain and all the other gains are just as high. God, those are ugly pants. Why, man? How much does this cost? Yeah, we'll just do Gridania. Saving money. Ain't that funny? No, not really. Diamonds in the stream. That is what we are. Is that how it goes? I don't know. Okay, here's Jehantel for the turn-in. So you have returned, sound of body and mind, I trust, and you bear the 4 parts of the choral attire. I knew you were you for the true owner of these garments ere I heard your song. Since the day we met, your determination has reminded me of much that I have lost, and would have again. I have at last settled my heart on a matter that has plagued me for some decades. When my preparations are complete, you shall know of my decision. Until then, may your song lift the spirits of your allies, and your arrow seek the hearts of your foes. 11,880 experience points. And we are almost... You got the body piece comes at the level 50 quest. I need a new freaking bow, man. How have I not got a new bow from all the dungeons? I'm gonna get one in 4 levels. I'm gonna be doing... I'm 10 levels behind on the... I'm still doing really good damage-wise on the when I run with groups because I know what I'm doing. But I have been... Yeah, I've been beaten. But anyway, Jehantel and I and the wind-up Ravana... we thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed. And until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.